guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. And I've been away for a while, a hot minute. Najua nisema consistency or a video per week, sijui video per month, but maisha ikaniambia wow. Anyway, tuanze. So, hii story time it happened when I was in class 4. Yes, I was in class 4. Now, it was in this school, and so basically we were in a class of I think 30, and it was an equal number. It was 15 boys and 15 girls. Okay, now in the boys side, like all of us were of like the same height basically, like kasi wote tunafika hapa tunachezea tu hapa hivyo, like in our class all the boys tunatoshana hivyo. Then there was this particular boy. Now he was taller than everyone in the class, but he wasn't like actually tall, he was just taller than everyone, so he looked like really tall. And he was light skinned. I have no beef with light skinned people, I'm just saying. Yeah, so this guy, I do not remember his name, so let's just give him a name. Shu. Yeah, let's call him Shu. Now this like automatically made him like the leader of the boys or something like that, I don't know. But I remember like at that time vile watu walikuwa nasonga, kulikuwa na like the leader of the boys, like akisema tunacheza futa tunaenda, si wote tunacheza futa, akisema tunakaa class, si wote tunakaa class. So this Shoe guy, let me say so, he wasn't the best in class. I wouldn't really say he was the best at anything, but at class 4 we weren't doing many things, so maybe he found out his thing later, I don't know. But at that time there was nothing that he was really good at, but there was one thing: intimidating people. Whoa, I'm telling you, Shu was a bully. And one fact about me, I absolutely, completely HATE bullies. That is true. And one of the reasons why I hate bullies is because at some point in my life I was bullied. I think we all were, and I feel like that's not something that should be happening, even though it happens to basically if you've gone to school or in any form of the society, whether it's at school or at work, there will usually be if not more forms of bullying, like maybe the bullying itself or like a form of bullying. Yeah. So anyway, so she was basically a bully. Okay, and he's also the leader of the boys. Yeah. So I remember classes used to start from 8 to 4. So I remember this day, I don't know if it was a Monday or a Friday, but we had assembly. So assembly would end at around 7:50. Then guys go to the washrooms and stuff. Then classes start at 8. Okay? Yeah. So even the washrooms, I do not know why, but even the washrooms, mnaenda na group. Nisielewi mbona. Hadi kwa washrooms mnaenda na group. Yeah, so obviously Show is at the front. At now they're talking sijui about ile game ya jana, whatever, I don't know. Mimi nilikuwa nakaa huko nyuma, because as much as I wanted to be a free spirit, I also did not want to be left out or singled out as the only person who's not doing what everyone is doing. Even though it's totally okay for you to be you, at that point I didn't know that, so I just went along with what everyone was doing. So ndio sisi hapa tumeenda washrooms. Now the washrooms vile zilikuwa for guys, kulikuwa na ati washrooms choo vile zilikuwa, kulikuwa na the latrines na kulikuwa na the urinals for the boys. So basically what used to happen in the urinals, girls, you may not know this, but there used to be like kind of a competition, underlying competition, whereby the guy who can pee like the highest. So basically what you do, let's say this is the wall of the urinal, let's say you're peeing on this side, so the person who maybe can aim their pee the highest on the urinal wall, they used to be like that's the OG, like you're the real shit, man. Umefanya hiyo bro, umeweza, uko fairy. it sounds so stupid, but it was so serious at the time. So anyway, there they are. I think hapo ndio story ya shoot your shot ilitoka. But sorry I said that, it makes no sense at all. But anyway, tusonge mbele. So tuko kwa urinals, yeah. People are paying. Then what happened? I remember I was also paying. Then this shoe guy, when he was leaving, obviously accompanied by other boys, I think he pushed me to the wall or something. I'm not sure. Yeah, let's see. He pushed me. Yeah, he pushed me and I fell in the latrine. No, sorry, not in the latrine, like on the urinal. And if you know, the floors of the urinal are usually very messy, so you do not want to come into contact with that. And he pushed me and I fell in the urinal. And you remember, in asubuhi at 7:50, classes have not yet started. I am a day scholar, so I do not have a spare uniform, or I can go to the dorm and change. Yeah, so guys, as usual, wamecheka, wamepasua, wameisha. Mimi hapo, my dignity is crushed, embarrassments imefika huku, I'm just embarrassed. Nikasema wow. Yani you just done that to me out of no reason at all. Okay.
It's okay. It's okay.
Sawa basi. So I just picked myself up. Nikaenda kwa sink, nikachukua tissue, tried wiping the dirt off and the sticky stuff. I do not want to remember that. It was so disgusting. But anyway, so most of it came off, but then there was the smell that you couldn't get rid of. So I'm just going into class, then people are laughing. Okay, so basically it was just totally embarrassing. Yeah, so fortunately that day passed. So now let's move now. So there was this, so I remember it was around end of year, yeah. And usually end of year there used to be a praise giving day, and you guys used to be told to say that poem or shairi or something like that. Yeah. So who else is gonna be leading the shairi? Sit your boy. Si ni mimi. Ni mimi nilikuwa naongoza. Si haikuwa shairi, ilikuwa poem, yeah. Ilikuwa poem. So the teacher came, akaandika poem kwa blackboard, then akasema Sean and Nani. Oh, and there was also another girl. We don't have to mention her, she's not really relevant in the story. So it was me and another girl who was supposed to coordinate guys to learn the poem, or the poem if you prefer. So yeah, poem kwa board. Then I'm telling guys, this is the poem. It's like 6 stanzas long. You should maybe write it in a book so that you can go home and you learn it. Then you'll practice later. So as I was doing that, this shoe guy, so then I sit down to write the poem in my book. So then this shoe guy wakes up and goes to the front of the class, and he basically imitates what I was doing. Yeah, and I remember, that poem used to have, like, there's a part where it used to be singing, and I remember at that time I had, like, basically a soprano. Like, it's not that my voice is deep right now, but it was softer than what I have now. Yeah, and I wasn't really embarrassed because I didn't really mind it, but the situation just made me mind it. I don't know why. Anyway, so this shoe guy goes to the front of the class, then he imitates how I was singing that part. Yeah, so then people laugh. Me, I'm telling you, laughter can do bad things to you. Guy, people laugh. And then you know what's worse? They're laughing at you, and you're there, and you know they're laughing at you, and you can't do anything. So I was just like, bruh, no,
Now.
we can't continue like this. Me, I know, personally, siwezi endelea hivi. So I stand up and I go to the front of the class and I look at Shu. So like, I'm basically like looking at him like this, because you remember I told you guys that he was taller than everyone in the class. So I'm looking at him like this. And I'm like, Shu, go sit down and write the poem. Then Shu goes and sits down and then starts singing, imitating the way I was singing. So I just get so pissed. I tell myself, you know what, just calm down. So I leave the class. So I leave, then I come back and I find Shu at the front of the class, and now he's imitating like the whole poem, the whole singing, the whole process where I went up to him and I told him to go and sit down. And I was like, you know what, nigga? Enough is enough. Enough is enough. Me, Mrs. Bitapa. So I walk up to this guy, and somehow, somewhere, I get the courage and the energy to slap him. Yes, you heard me right. I slapped him. Mark my words, I did not punch him, I slapped him. And I think, like, as much as I was small and as much as I was not like very athletic, maybe the anger and the frustration and the embarrassment, like if you don't know, embarrassment and anger can make you do crazy stuff. So I slapped this guy. Then, so see, I told you guys we were at the front of the class. So when I slapped the guy, okay, so I don't know how to explain it. Okay, let's use this word example. So this is the guy, this is Shu, then this is me. So I come and I slap the guy. So when I slap the guy, he hits his head on the blackboard. Then he falls down. Then at first I was like, damn bro, I got skills, Nikona skills. But then I started realizing, guy, nimegonga mtu ameanguka chini. Guy. Wow, so this guy now falls and he faints. So I look at him and he's not moving and everyone is just shocked. But I'm like, I'm the one who is winning right here. I can't actually stoop to his level at ACV is okay. No. So I just walk out the class. And then I go telling myself, guys, I'm nini? Oh, Jehovah. What will happen? Will I go for a suspension? Because this girl had a strict no fighting policy. Although that wasn't really fighting because he didn't fight back, it would still be regarded as the same. So I went, then I came back, then I find that he's been seated somewhere and people are just like fanning him at his sasa so that he can come to, he can regain consciousness. So I just look at him, then I go and sit. So then this Shu guy walks out. 10 minutes later, he comes back with a deputy, a teacher. Then he's like, Sean, come to my office. So I'm like, wow, that's just how my life has ended. Nishapata suspension. What I'm going to do, nitachukua bag, niende nikaishikwa streets. There's no way I'm going to tell my mother I was suspended from school because I slapped someone. Wow. So I went to the deputy's office. Then the deputy asked, why did you hit him? I was like, wait, what? I slapped him. I did not hit him technically, and he looks fine to me. Plus, you don't know the kind of shit that is done to me, so I don't know why I'm the one who's at fault. So the deputy tells Shu to leave and he'll handle the situation. So this deputy, he knew me because like I was a top performer, let's just say I was a top performer, so he knew me. Yeah, so he was like, a good student like you, what are you doing? Beating people? And I was like, how did a slap go? How did this go from a slap to beating people? Like, it makes no sense whatsoever. But I just pleaded my case. I told him, this guy has been bullying me and just putting me in uncomfortable situations. And unfortunately, I just acted out in that point in time. But I totally regret it. I'm so sorry. Whatever. So this deputy tell me, you know what, because I know you're a good student, it's fine. You're forgiven for that. So that's just a warning. So I was like, oh, okay. So now I'm going for a suspension. So I go back to class and guys are like, umeambiwa, what have you been told? Then I was like, nothing. So this Shu guy is like, nothing is happening to him. So I passed by shoes nini place where shoe used to sit. Then I just stood there and I looked at him, and he looked kind of scared, which made me so happy, but I did not want to show it, so I was like, sorry. Yeah, sorry. I hope it won't happen again. I hope it won't happen again. Then I went to my seat, and that is how I confronted a bully, and I became aware that I can stand up for myself, and I began to stand up for myself. Yes. So I just thank God that I learned that at such an early point in life, because I'm telling you, the bullying in primary, then high school, then as you progress later in life, it just continues to evolve. Like the higher you go and the older you become, the more the bullying happens, the bigger the threats, the more serious the form of bullying. Yeah. But anyway, yeah, that is how I learned how to stand up for myself, and how I don't let anyone step on me. Yes, I'm not saying you should be violent. I'm just saying that you should stand up for yourself, know your value. Do not let anyone undermine your value or step on you. Deuces, peace, love, unity. We out.